Ladies and gentlemen, we are here another Sunday evening at the Shellstrom Gymnasium. JJ, tonight's just not your regular game of basketball. We have the NBA Finals.
Welcome back to the NBA.
Oh yeah.
This is the NBA Finals here. Two great teams facing off each other in a highly anticipated matchup. You know, last week we had two outstanding games performed greatly by both teams in a 2-point game with the, was it that South game? No. The YFR was a 2-point game.
Yeah, YFR
Win versus May. They just dragged it out to the end and just came up with it to win the game and move on to the finals. And we have Chavetz-Chaim Flatbush over here, a 3-point game versus Netzach, who pulled ahead, pulled through, and decided, you know what? We want to have a chance here at the chip. We want to bring home a trophy. These two teams have been eager to match up versus each other this whole week. You know, they've been having great practices this whole week. They've been warming up. As you see, YFR right there putting some shots down on this side of the court with Snicky. He's locked in, he's zoned in. Tell me about him last game. Tell me about the stats he put down. You know, actually, we have the stat sheet right in front of us.
Yeah.
He's the only name on the stat sheet. He's the team with Snicky. He is YFR here. And if he has an on game tonight, I don't see why they won't win.
Well, you know, obviously every team's got their leader, and with Snicky, he wears that crown. He led the team with the most points, led them in scoring with, 12, 14 points, something like that. Very nice scoring output, but more importantly, he's the clear leader. When the team's frazzled, when they're not sure what to do, he's the one that takes charge, and he's led them all the way here, and they're going to try to, go one step farther and win the championship. And, got their picture in the Jewish home also. It's a nice perk. Always got to love being in the Jewish home.
You know, last week, when Wisnicki wasn't the one in charge, who was it that stepped up and solidified themselves at a win?
Well, this team, we've said it multiple times, but they live and die by the three-pointer. And they have a lot of shooters, Busquila and Hermes, namely.
Actually just knocks down a shot right there.
Yeah. But, if Wisnicki's not the one, starting up the offense and then putting in the buckets, and it's going to be those other guys he's going to kick out to on the wing.
Let's bring it back to the Chavetz-Chaim side here. You know, they beat Netzach last week.
That was a tight game also, 3-point game. Yosef Robinson. 3-point game, Chavetz-Chaim looked like they were in the driver's seat for the majority of the matchup.
Guggenheim balled out. You know, a lot of players on the team, if you get the stat sheet, look at those numbers.
We're going to get back to the stats in a second. Give it to Rabbi Bennett for the starting lineup.
We were just talking about him. Lethal shooter, lethal teammate. He's a great teammate, actually. You know, he's a great player. Look at this starting five. They're excited to be here. It's going to be a great game tonight. You can feel it. Look at that squad.
Yep, you know what? They got themselves here.
Out the other game. What a great player he's got in this game. I'd like to get an interview with him during the game.
At center, number 34, Yitzhak Sultan.
Wow, look at that squad.
Yeah.
They're locked in also. Tell me about him.
Well, first of all, we found out that today that Ezra Braun would not be participating, which is a big blow for the Chavetz-Chaim team. He's a hustler on defense. He's quick. He always has his hands in the mix.
He was a big part of the game.
Yeah.
Last week.
And then obviously he's also, every team needs that lethal shooter, and he's that guy for them. Unfortunately for him, for their team, he's not playing tonight. But they're gonna have to try to see where his contributions could be made up from, and he's gonna be a big loss that they're gonna have to make up for.
I'll put it back in a second. I just want to hear.
All right. You know, the coaches and the refs meeting up in the middle. Just setting down a couple rules. This year, the Chafetz Chaim crowd getting into it. YFR's crowd is not one to stay silent.
You know, last week they were like going crazy in the gym. I remember.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see if that'll happen tonight.
Yeah. We have an exciting matchup coming up. Let's see what's in store. So we announced the starting lineup for 4, in case you didn't hear it, for YFR, the away team. The number 2 seed, we got from the 1 to the 5, you got Muskila, Hermes, Wisnicki, Fromm, and Adler. And on the other side, Chafetz Chaim, you have Guggenheim, Finkelstein, Merschleiser, Dahari, and I cannot see him right now, but I know his name. Give me a sec. Sultan. There we go. Shout out to Sultan. He wasn't active last week. The big man down low, but you know he's a huge part of their team, and they're gonna be happy to have him back.
I mean, we just mentioned the starting 5s on both teams. These benches are also pretty stacked, pretty loaded, especially Chafetz Chaim. You know, you got the Dahari brother in there. He's also a baller. You know, a bunch of these guys on the bench here, they can really play. Same with YFR. What's his name? Can't really see it from this angle. Now they ball out. That's all that matters. And this is the tip-off. NBA Finals.
It's the wrong theme song. But regardless, here we are. Adler, Sultan facing off in the middle, and let's get this game started. The ball's up. Tipped, but Wisnicki controls in the layup is good.
Is that the quickest bucket ever in the NBA?
It might be.
That might be the fastest bucket ever in the NBA.
That was just a matter of seconds. And you hear this YFR crowd, like we said, they're not want to be silenced. Dahari drills the 3.
Both possessions so far, leading to a score 3-2, Chafetz Chaim.
Wow, you hear these crowds, they're really into it. Gets into the corner, Hermes Muskila, swing with Wisnicki. They're gonna have to try to get it out of his hands if they want, you know, to get their chances in winning a little bit higher. Hermes going baseline, doesn't find him. Gets to the Fromm, out to Hermes this time for 3. No good. Sultan comes up with the big rebound over to Guggenheim.
No, he's a rebounder, Sultan. He gets all the boards for the Chafetz Chaim team. An amazing player, a great rebounder. You know, some people think that you got to be a scorer to be a team player. No, you got to find yourself on the court.
Exactly. You got to do your role and help your team out the way you're supposed to help your team out, and that's how you can be the best player.
Exactly. The best teammate also.
Exactly. Well, JJ, you know about that because that was exactly your role. You always need somebody to do the dirty work, do the things most people don't want to do, but step into your role and own it. And that's exactly what he's doing here. Guggenheim, nice into the paint, unable to get the jelly finish to go, and Wisnicki's going to look to push it. He's running, takes it at the big man, unable to finish, and Finkelstein's going to come up with it. 3-2. You know, you would think that finals, these teams might have a little bit of nerves, but you see why they made it here. They're cool, calm, and collected, right out of the gate, getting a bucket. That's it to Finkelstein, out of the corner, Dahari, swing, Guggenheim, 3. That comes up short. And Muskila's going to look to push it. Gets into Wisnicki. Fouled by Guggenheim. That's going to be the first of the game. So under 18 minutes to go.
You know, they're pushing the ball a lot. I say they slow it down. You know, they're very excited to be here. They go back to back on the points. They just want to keep scoring. You know, a big part of the game is slowing it down, getting your teammates ready, finding out that play that'll work out. As you see the balls now moving slowly to the corner. Hermes back to Muskila. Wisnicki trying to make something happen.
There you go. Again.
Wisnicki, top of the key. These guys going down all over him, can't shake him.
There you go.
Hermes on the baseline, cross-court pass, the 3, Muskila. That was short. Serves though, nope, out of bounds, and it's going to head the other way. Now, like we said, the YFR Falcons are very heavily reliant on the deep ball. But this Chafetz Chaim team, they've had a lot of 3s up also. Guggenheim taking the only shot from inside the arc so far tonight. There's another 3 put up and missed. Wisnicki gonna look to take it down. He's got all his guys down court set. goes in strong on Guggenheim, and that's Guggenheim's quick second, and that could come back to haunt the Cavaliers.
The paint can be intimidating to some players, especially if you're on the smaller side. And that three-point line is somewhat like a refuge. You know, you just pop a three there, hopefully it goes in. It's an easier shot for some people.
Right. So, like you said, it's an easier shot to get because instead of, taking the contact, as you're thinking it's the first free throw, trying to get by a defender, maybe drawing up a little play to get a good shot, you just move farther back. Obviously, it's harder to hit the shot, but it's an easier shot to get as Dahari saves the rebound into Sultan. So if you're Chavetz Chaim, if you're both of these teams, you're going to want to generate easier looks from your offense. First slicer into the paint, no good. That's his offensive rebound, yeah. Sultan loses it, but Dahari picks it up. Spin move into the paint, puts it up and off. And Busquillo's going to push it. Now Sisnicki running with him, 2-on-1. Has he dribble into the corner, no look. Hermes for three. Boom! He throws it.
Great shot by Hermes. Eventually one's going to be knocked down. They're all great three-point shooters. And tonight, especially, it's the NBA Finals. Now you got to show up. Now or never.
Yep. Guggenheim's going to look to bring it in. Finkelstein. Out of bounds, and it's going to head the other way off the turnover. Subs for Chavetz Chaim, the first subs of the game, brought to you by FM Home Loan. Dahari's going to check in for Finkelstein. And all right, this just in, we've been calling him Tajirstein the whole year. Turns out we've been pronouncing his name terribly wrong. It's pronounced Tajirstein, not Tajirstein.
Still 3 syllables, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. Shout out to Tajirstein. I'm sorry we've been mispronouncing your name all year. But, it's a great backup to have come off your bench. Sometimes, you could be weak with the big man. It's not something that you can work on. It's, you're either big or you're not, and they have that. As Hermes realized that he traveled, and it's going to head the other way, an unforced error, and Chavetz Chaim is going to look to close the
gap. Look at the ball movement. I mean, they're making great passes. It's not like anyone's holding the ball for too long. As he drives into the paint, looking for the layup to go, and he knocks it down. A great take, a big boy move right to the middle of the paint, and just blocks it in there.
Now, David Busquillo's not on the floor right now. He's questionable to return with a cut on his hand. Let's see if he makes a return. He's huge for the YFR Falcons. There's a 3 missed. Offensive rebound by Adler, though, and he's going to go straight up. Wow. Big move. Fundamental by the big man. You always need a big guy who knows what to do when he gets that offensive rebound. And that's put it right back up.
Adler, a great acquisition for this YFR team. Can he stop him in the paint again? Another layup? No. He will get fouled and he will put up 2 shots.
Yeah, that whistle a little bit late, but it was the correct call. And, Guggenheim, a good free throw shooter, above average for sure. He's going to be headed to the free throw line and try to close the gap from 3 to 1.
Are the trophies in the building?
Yeah, is the trophy in the building? It should be somewhere.
First free throw is knocked down.
There's a trophy. We gotta name a trophy after somebody. Is there ever a trophy that isn't named after somebody? As both free throws go down by Guggenheim. Think about it. Larry O'Brien,
the Russell MVP.
Yeah, the Lombardi. Who should we name it after? I guess it's up to Robert Bennett, right?
It is up to Robert Bennett. I mean, Robert Bennett started this league. So my first thought would be the Bennett Finals trophy.
But usually you don't name it after the founder. You name it after I don't know.
I mean, are there any all-time greats in this league?
Well, it's a young league, so I don't know if we consider anybody all-time greats yet. But some of these guys on the floor have the potential to be. As the open corner 3, beautiful look generated from the high post but an offensive rebound. And even though Chavetz Chaim has the size down low, they're having trouble right now securing the glass. Sisnicki loses the ball a second, and Adler's just been a beast on the boards. Not letting Chavetz Chaim breathe at all down low on the box out. They're going to reset with Sisnicki, a 1-point lead looking to extend. Adler goes around the screen. That's the open corner 3. Busquillo, he's been a little bit short all night long, and that might be for his lack of warming up. He came a little bit late. And also, he got a little cut in his hand. He has returned.
No, that was a long possession.
Yeah, it really
bringing
was.
down the clock. We're just under 12 minutes of the first half as Guggenheim brings the ball up. A three right off the bat. Kicks it off, no good. Offensive rebound, can't secure it, and it will be white ball.
You know, we haven't seen Virtualizer secure a lot of the rebounds so far. But what he has been doing is getting in the lanes and getting in the way of the defensive rebounders and just keeping possessions alive and getting it to other teammates. As Dahari
Uses his left hand.
yeah, I think he is a lefty though.
Well, still uses his left hand.
Sure.
Just not as impressive.
Right. Comes Chaim with the first lead of the night. Buskila, corner, fakes it, gets it over to Hermes. Hermes floater, pulled the string on it, but Adler's there yet again. It's going to be Chofetz Chaim ball.
What is plugged into the wall over there?
Is it somebody's phone? I think they use the wall, the boards on the wall to, wedge their phone camera.
Yeah, I don't think that's the best, the most optimal spot to charge your phone. Kick out
For
three.
three. He drills it.
Yes, he does. And he is pumped about it. Look at that reaction. What a great stroke. Beautiful three. Bring
Yeah,
the score 12 to 8, Chofetz Chaim.
That was a big shot as the three-pointers are falling early for Chofetz Chaim and not as much for YFR. YFR is generating a lot more looks though, thanks to the offensive rebounding of Adler so far. He's been spectacular on that side of the floor. Turnover generated by Guggenheim, and Hermes going to look to steal it right back, unable to. Brings it into the front court, and he's going to look to reset. Dahari, skip pass into the corner to the other Dahari, into the lane.
Wow! What a takedown baseline.
Big play.
Look at the team, they're just happy. All smiles here as they are up by 6. What an amazing possession. What an amazing few possessions by Chofetz Chaim in the past minute and a half.
Yeah, a nice string of plays there. They were down by 3 early on, but they fought back, and now they're up by 6. A big swing, and obviously plenty of time for anything to happen.
Wow, great. And for a team in Brooklyn, look at that crowd.
Yeah,
Wow,
I think they must have got a couple buses out here. By the way, I want to shout out and thank everybody for from Chofetz Chaim, from anywhere else really. But Chofetz Chaim really been big supporters all the way through, and helping us do this broadcast tonight. So I want to thank all the supporters. I want to thank everybody who came out tonight, everybody watching at home, and everybody who's going to watch us in the future. And hopefully, we'll be able to go somewhere with it. There's another turnover generated. Virtualizer running. Good ball movement. Dahari unable to finish. The other Dahari gets the follow on a strong side. That was just beautiful, fundamental basketball and ball movement. And it's a quick 8-point spurt. 10 unanswered points from the Cavaliers right now. Buskila, ball fake, into the paint, floater, banks it in. Wow.
Double defenders on him. Very contested shot. That's Buskila for you.
That was a tough look. And Buskila's showing that he's no fraud. He's a strong secondary offensive option. As the ball swinging around, Dahari dives into the paint, floater.
These men on the floor right now are not afraid of contact. On Chofetz Chaim, they're just splitting the defense and they're driving. And they're not afraid to miss because they know it's going in.
You know what? That's part of the reason why the three-point looks have been so good. Because it's keeping YFR on their heels. They know that the paint is also a threat. As Hermes gets a shot blocked, Dahari sends it behind his head. Wow, what a sequence of events. Unbelievable. The guy's going to look to push to see if he can capitalize on the great momentum play. Good night for 3. Short. But Kareem mentioned,
I respect that take. He's not afraid to shoot the ball, and you got to see that in the finals if you're a player here, especially. He almost turns over the ball. YFR regaining possession as he's stuck, passes out
with Snicky.
Snicky with the ball now.
We have a defense chance from the crowd. Cross-court pass, Hermes, athletic play. Dahari overshoots it. Buskila swing to Wisnicki. Wisnicki hasn't been so aggressive tonight, and he's going to need to change that if they want to win. It's a good pass to Fromm, but he's unable to hit it. Kareem mentioned, could we just, appreciate that hustle play, even though it didn't end up in a score. Just a play to go by Dahari, saving it out of bounds over his head.
Wow, what a take. Brings it down and back up again. That's 20-10. Chofetz Chaim up by 10 here.
You know what? This YFR teams look pretty poised during the season. They looked like they knew what to do and they were in control. But right now, they just look phased. Chofetz Chaim is easily the more aggressive, more confident team in the moment. As Adler, he's been a spark of positivity for them, a ray of light, if you will. He's really been the only consistent source of, you know, generating positive looks and offense and rebounds and just doing his job. As good as I'm he's getting.
YFR, they need to do something about the paint defense. As they just go layup after layup after layup.
They're getting to the paint
That's
at
8
will.
points for Guggenheim already. It's too easy almost.
With Snicky, that was a nice look.
Can we talk about the scoring in this game? There's a lot of scoring going on.
Yeah.
It's unlike this league. It's 22-14 with still 7 minutes left of the first half. This is just great basketball all around.
Yeah, well, obviously we love good defense. Like Bill Russell said, you know, defense is the best offense, and defense wins championships. And he's somebody to take that advice from. Oh, is that a clear path? Is he at a streaking Hermes?
I think there's a guy waiting for him, so I don't think they'll call that. I think it's just
I think that could have been a clear path, but
I'll
all
have
right.
to check the replay.
Let's see in a second. But like we were saying, as Jab's gonna come in for Guggenheim, you know, we always appreciate good defense, but good offense, you know, it's fun to watch. And the offense is nothing short of that so far tonight. 22-14 with over 6 minutes to go. Hermes is gonna get it into Fromm. The big man gets it out to Busquila. 3. Ooh, a little bit short. All of his looks have been short. And you know what they say, you'd much rather be long than short. But good hustle, and Adler coming up with it yet again on the jump ball. Dahari's gonna look to get it over to Jab. Jab's playing point guard at the moment with Guggenheim sitting out. Dahari, he's already got 7 points. I think 7 or 9. And Guggenheim with a balanced approach to their offensive game as they find the cutter. Dahari into the paint. And 1. Oh, and he starts taunting Fromm. That was a big play and a big move by a big player.
This offense is staggering tonight.
It's an interesting word to use, but I like how you use it there, you know? They're keeping the YFR defense confused and on their heels. And it doesn't look like...
If I'm the coach of YFR, I got to change up the defensive scheme a little bit because it's too easy. It's too easy for Cleveland's time right now. And
yeah, I saw that one shooting.
It's going to be YFR ball.
Ooh, Dahari started getting a little bit upset. He's letting the crowd know it's not his fault. At least he didn't ruin the possession. But Snicky's going to get over the screen. He gets the nice mid-range shot up. That was a good design play. You know, your scorer taking matters into his own hand. Unable to come up with the bucket, but a good play. As they're going to trap Jablonski. Oh, and an over and back play.
I noticed that YFR is set up in a 3-2 zone. Maybe if they switch the zone to
a 2-3 and make it more paint heavy.
More paint heavy, yeah, because half the time they did knock down a couple threes, but they're mostly scoring in the paint.
Right. With big corner shooters, you're gonna have your team stretch out, and then when your team is stretching out, that means you have one big guy covering, you know, the paint, the right mid-range area, and the right corner. So you're gonna. I like that 3-2 switch to 2-3. As Hermes trying to claw their way back with those talons of the Falcons that they have, he hits that 3 from the corner. They're gonna look to, you know, bring the lead from less than 7 as it is right now. Jab's gonna take it from the wing into the corner. Dahari looking to dribble. He's double teamed. A good hustle, scrappy defense.
And a timeout called by YFR.
Now, JJ, usually it's my job to start the food segment. But tonight, before the game, you wanted to make sure you were on top of your game, and you hit up the prestigious
Upper Crust.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite thing to order at the Upper Crust?
So, you know, it's a high-end dairy restaurant, which you don't get a lot. You know, usually you get a high-end.
You got a couple of them. You got.
What do you? I would say Upper Crust at the top of my list.
Central Perk.
I wouldn't say it's as high end. Like, it's not in the same tier, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more casual.
All right, I hear that.
Like, it's not like a reservation place, you know what I'm saying?
I hear that, I mean, who was that basketball player that people met at Upper Crust?
Enes Kanter.
Yeah, you don't see Enes Kanter in Central Perk.
Exactly,
you see him at Upper Crust, exactly.
Enes Kanter, for those who didn't know, was spotted at Upper Crust and was stalked until he decided
especially
to
by
May
May students.
You know what? It's definitely, you know, when you see a 7-foot man walking down the street, you're gonna look, and when you notice it's a famous NBA star, you can't help but just ask for an autograph and a picture. Maybe some of these stars like Dahari. If he drills the three, wow.
Maybe the 3-2 zone is good. Who knows? Maybe this offense is just too good for the defense to handle. Back to the upper crust. What are you ordering?
I don't know. I like that. You know, it's simple, but it's good. I like those special pizzas. Those, you know, that Tuscan barbecue style pizza with the imitation meat, the fried onions.
The pizzas, it's a hit or miss. You know, the original, you know, what's it called? Just a regular pizza. That's always a hit. But then you got the pizza with like pineapple on it.
Right.
I'm not a fan of pineapple pizza. I know it's a very controversial. Go
hold
back
up.
to the game. Hold up.
We're talking about missed bad pizzas. Well, that was a miss from the free throw line. Wow. That was unbelievable. That was a pineapple pizza of free throws. As he responds with the classic pizza of free throws with a nice hit.
You know, but I'm ordering the mac and cheese bites. You know, just mac and cheese deep fried. Can't get better than that. Offensive rebound goes up with it and it's fouled. Going to line 4-2.
You see that Hardy's hyped as he attempts at taking Finkelstein's handoff with that high five. But it's a 9-point lead right now, and YFR is going to have to switch something up. Obviously, a lot of time to make adjustments. Still on the halftime break to go. But we're going to have to see what YFR decides to do as Finkelstein gets the first free throw to fall, and now a double-digit lead. Finkelstein's going to look to extend the lead to 11.
Second free throw is knocked it down.
His form kind of reminds me of like KD, how he brings it from like the side across his body. It's an interesting way to shoot it cross court into Fromm. That was a great play. The only issue is the guy in the corner was not your three-point shooter. A bad pass, and
I don't know why he would touch that so late. Now they're bringing it all the way by the
right. Otherwise, it would have been from the half court.
Touch that earlier. It's just not worth it. Either way, it's going to be backcourt, or you just let the defense pick it up.
First sub of the game. That's not true. I'm sorry. Fromm is going to check out now for Shannon. A big size play. You know, they're much smaller now.
Looking for the point, and he gets it. Who is that? That's number one.
Finkelstein again.
Finkelstein.
Last 4 points. And, you know, he's subbing for Braun, but, you know, he's been contributing a little bit with those 4 points. Shannon fakes it, gets into the paint, gets into the mid-range area, sorry. Snicky can get it over to Adler, but lost, and Dahari's going to come up with the ball with an 13-point lead, excuse me. Guggenheim's going to bring it up to try to make that 15 or 16, depending on shot selection.
Let's talk about Snicky for a second. He only has 3 points. He's trying to feed his teammates a little more in this game. But if I'm with Snicky, you know, you got to put some more shots up. He's a great scorer, and you know he's playing with Ben Simmons right now. You know, looking for your teammates is always good. But if you're the best scorer on your team, you got to take more shots.
I couldn't agree more. They're going to need him to look a little bit more aggressive as Hermes gets the 3 up, in and out. But Adler, yet again, I think Adler might have he might have 10 rebounds already, but Dahari gets out of the fast break. Unable to get the 2 layups to fall, with Sticky going to come out of the pocket. Sticky brings it into the front court. Muskila, loses the handle on the corner. YFR coach
calling for a timeout.
Jinx.
No one heard that.
But Hermes going to get another look up.
Can't get it, and white ball.
No good. You see Hermes frustrated, getting a lot of good quality 3-point looks up.
7 seconds left of the half. They're going to have to make a fast possession here.
A floater by Guggenheim. That's not to fall.
Had to rush the speed of the pen right there. My finger was caught in it. But it doesn't matter. You saw that point. What a great take. 33.
Right down the paint.
You know, YFR, they have some great comebacks this season and last season. I remember they were down in the championship game. By how much?
YFR was down in the championship game?
They were down, I think it was them. Last year, I think it was them. They were down by like 15 or something. They made a comeback.
I don't remember that.
It was either the championship game or the semifinal game.
Well, the championship game last year, the JV team lost by around 30.
So it wasn't that game?
No. And I don't think so. Shout out to Mr.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Is David here?
But just to let everyone know, this game is far from over.
We're here with Mr. Kafisov, and we just want him to know, to tell his older brother David, that we always wanted the presence of his, his star singer from YBC.
From YBC back in the day.
Should we get background music here?
I'm saying we should get an interview. Maybe we'll get like an in-house concert.
The former May player.
If you watch
Adir
Adir,
is in the building.
if you watch Adir by YBC, you'll see David Kafisov with the lead a little bit.
17 million.
Walking 17 million views. Wow, he's a YouTube sensation.
That music video is actually, shot in Bayswater.
Was it really?
If you did not know that.
I did not know that. How do you know that? Where was it? It's
I
by
saw
house?
the video and I
Recognized.
I recognized that it was by the bay. So
Down by the bay.
yes.
You know what song? Well, I bet you never thought you would see a bunch of people shooting a YBC music video down by the bay.
No, it's a great song.
Well, this is my first time holding the gimbal. I don't know how you do it, JJ. What is
Good
going
day.
on?
Oh,
Well, I'm
you're a lefty, so put it back in the road.
I'm sorry for my technical difficulties. There's a reason like JJ is in charge of the gimbal. JJ a 15-point lead as he whips out the upper crust. I don't know how to do this, man. Let's see what we got. It's like
like what I said earlier, always got to go with the mac and cheese bites. They're just.
All right, let's see. Let's see who we got in the comments section. Yaakov Weinstock, he's always in our comment section. Soccer league, nope. No shout out there.
Shout out to the Hever guys.
Says, I am from Israel, Salom. Well, if you were from Israel, you would know that Salom is actually pronounced Shalom and it's spelled with an H. So, you mispronounced that.
As a trophy, the prize possession trophy has just entered the Shawshank Gymnasium. Look at that thing of beauty right there.
We're here with Rabbi Bennett right now. Rabbi
That
Bennett,
is 14 karat.
that is 14 karat solid gold? Wow. Unbelievable.
14 karat solid plastics.
Well, Rabbi Bennett, we were thinking every big trophy that you know of is named after somebody. So if we were going to name this trophy after somebody, who would it be? Who would it be Zilka to have their name on that
On the
plaque?
spot right there. That is a hard call. That is a hard call.
So, Rabbi, give us a second. So, all right.
I'm gonna have to think about that. That's a tough call. It has to be named after someone who passed away already, or it could be named after someone who's alive.
It could be somebody who's alive, just somebody,
We put an
monumental.
impact.
Somebody
Impact on the
impactful
game.
in the community, on the NBA maybe.
I think I would call it the Rabbi Yaffe Trophy.
Wow.
That's inspirational.
This is true.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's just use it week in, week out. Big schus, and big opportunity for us and all the yeshivas that participate. So Rabbi Yaffe definitely gets that schus.
All right. You're here first.
Although the trophy is still up for sponsorship, if anyone would like to sponsor it,
Call
get
up
your name on the
Rabbi
trophy. It'll happen every year, twice a year. You can have your name on the trophy.
All right.
I'll have to figure out a sponsorship number, but 100%.
You could have your name on the trophy.
Absolutely.
If not, it might go back to FM Home Loans. A lot goes to FM Home Loans. Well, you heard it here first. Rabbi Yaffe Trophy in contention.
And no, that was not just kissing up Rabbi Yaffe. He actually meant that. Rabbi Bennett actually meant that. As Rabbi Yaffe really influenced,
Yeah, well, he
getting
helped-
this gym built.
Yeah.
First of all, what a great idea, and really a big benefit to all the May students here.
May students. It's a big benefit to, YFR,
on
we
every-
have Chavetz Chaim, we have multiple
on
schools.
an everyday basis, though. This gym has been utilized for not just basketball, but for all different sports and for different
events, and
events.
everything.
Everything.
Charleston
shout out.
Gymnasium. Shout out to the Charlestons. It says the Arthur Miller court on the baseline. You guys can't see that from here, but shout out to Arthur Miller, wherever you are. All right, for those sports fans out there, especially me, the Giants fans, the Giants have the ball. They're going to kick it up.
Up by 10, 24-14.
Yeah, I love to see it.
The third quarter is just underway.
Daniel Jones gets it over to the tight end, Daniel Bellinger. And the Nets game, early first quarter, 18-16 Thunder. Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant are out. But you know what? Let's get back to what's important here and why you guys tuned in. We're closing in on the end of halftime, and let's see what the rest of this game has in store. Is YFR gonna, climb their way back into this game, or are the Chavetz Chaim Cavs just gonna keep their foot on the driver's seat and ride this game out into the sunset in their luxury?
I mean, whoever wins this game, they really deserve it. They've been playing great the whole year.
All season long.
All season long, exactly.
Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go the same way. But as we come into the last half of JV basketball for the 2022-23 season, which is really crazy to say, by the way. But I want to thank everybody who's helped us, who supported us all year long. Shmuel Weiss for the stats and the books. Zach Kessler.
Zach Kessler, amazing scoreboard.
Yeah. As Hermes gets the bucket to go, trying to get his crowd hyped up, something to cheer about. We also want to thank Gabby Newman for helping set up the technical difficulties and stuff, even though he hasn't been with us all year. As the travel's been called and the Hardy's going to turn it over. I also want to thank all you guys, the viewers at home, for making this a reality. Without you guys, there is no broadcast. And let's get on with the game, but I just want to put that out there. Wisnicki is going to go around the Sensi screen. Almost loses his footing. Hermes gets it back to Wisnicki. Like we said before, we're going to need Wisnicki to be more aggressive, be more of a leader if they want to get that win. So let's see what he does here. Wisnicki tries going around the Adler screen, nothing doing there. One-on-one with Guggenheim, gets into the middle of paint. Good defense, almost sneaks it in, but unable to get it to fall. And Sultan, the big man, is going to get the rebound.
That's the aggressiveness that you need to assert, that he needed to assert into this game.
Guggenheim right back into the paint. That's the tough finish to fall, and they just aren't able to keep him out of there.
Guggenheim with a handful of points here already, more than a handful. Really showing that he is a true scorer in this league for years to come.
Oh yeah. No, he's a capable bucket, and we know him as a sniper from deep. But he's also, he's a paint threat, maybe like a young Russell Westbrook. An athletic guard who's not scared of the trees in the paint. Hermes gonna reset up to Wisnicki. Wisnicki's got Guggenheim on him. Sinetsky's in for. Okay. Hermes gonna go baseline into the corner. The three's up, and Skula gets the shot blocked. See YFR's coach a little bit in dismay there, as that's another 3-point. That might be the second or third time, and you don't see that often. As Guggenheim has been like a hot knife through butter.
His layup package is too smooth. He just brings it down and back up, and the defense doesn't know what to do. They don't know where to block him from. They don't know what to block. They just don't know what's flying. As I have no clue what I'm talking about. YFR.
That's not true. That was a very good analogy you brought there. Not an analogy, but it was a solid point. And
Wisnicki dribbling, Skula driving in. Floater gets it to go.
That floater was something different. We haven't seen it all game. You know what it was? High IQ basketball. And I'm not saying that these are bad basketball players or that they have low IQs. What I'm saying is, you got to realize when your threes aren't falling, you got to move on to another avenue.
Exactly.
If there's traffic on Central Avenue,
you take West Broadway.
Exactly.
You take Broadway.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Fromm's gonna check in for Sinetsky. Unable to secure the rebound, but we see a little bit more liveliness from this YFR squad than we did in that first half. Still a 15-point lead. Hari, shot up, no good. Versalizer, unable to get the putback. And Adler, who's been a beast on the boards, gets up to Wisnicki. Into the paint, gets to finish the fall. 13-point game, and they're going to look to try to get it into under double digits with a couple of stops here. Let's see what they have in their bag. Approaching at 16 minutes to play. Guggenheim for three. Bucket. Guggenheim has been unconscious so far.
He is locked in. The only thing that he is thinking about right now is, when is my next opportunity to score?
Oh, 100%. You know what he has his eyes on? He's got his eyes on the prize, and he's not letting anything get in the way with that. As you have the maybe named Rabbi Yafi trophy on the table here. As the Hari and Guggenheim has just been pouring it on. Unbelievable play so far.
This team cannot be stopped, and now their crowd is showing up.
Their team has given them a lot to cheer for, so I'm not surprised that they're all excited. They all came all the way from Brooklyn, and they didn't show up for nothing.
Everyone in the gym entered here for free. If I'm a Chavitz Chaim, I'm paying $10 to come in here. This was a great money opportunity to charge to come in here because it's a great game so far.
You're saying that it's a game worth admission,
exactly.
Even though there isn't.
Exactly. And a travel call.
Oh, Guggenheim comes up hobbling.
Dahari and
But can we ever
Taserstein checking in.
Taserstein? Yeah, there you go.
Look at the crowd action here.
Can we get our first Schmiel stat check soon? Guggenheim points. As Wisnicki gets over to Buskila. Buskila from out to the corner. Hermes, good look for three. That one's short. And Taserstein's gonna let it go out of bounds. That was a smart move by Taserstein. You know you're up by a lot. Don't give YFR a little bit of momentum and like maybe lose it out of bounds. Just do what you got to do, and stay to the fundamentals. Guggenheim gonna bring it up.
Big
Gets over to
Dahari with 16 points. And who else?
Dahari has 16
Another
points.
stat.
Big rebound by Taserstein. What's the call? Jump ball.
Guggenheim, 17 points.
Guggenheim has 17.
Wow.
And Dahari has 16.
Wow.
So we have two players on 20-point watch, which isn't an often occurrence here, but when it happens, usually it doesn't happen from two players on the same team. First riser knocks it out of bounds and it's going to head the other way, YFR ball. And Wisnicki's going to need to get something going if they want a chance. Wisnicki gives it over to Buskila. Dahari comes up with the turnover, and he's going to come out of the pass. Wow, that was a hard hit. He took a shoulder to the face. But he's a warrior, and that's not going to stop him from charging on. Timeout.
Timeout. Let's get a replay on that.
You hear the Chavetz Chaim crowd. They're
Hard
getting
foul
into
to
it,
the
man.
face. Takes it like a champ.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at those fries.
It's fries smell great, by the way. I might have to take some for myself.
As a highly coveted rabbi enters the gym, Chavetz Chaim, showing all the honor.
Oh, you see him and Mr. Dahari. Mr. Dahari is known as kind of rambunctious. He's a voice to be heard from the stands. But when it comes down to it, he's a great guy. And
He's like the Kirshner in May. Kirshner's dad is always talking.
Yeah, you always gotta have
giving
those.
his 2 cents. And you know what? They're good 2 cents. It's
not a
not
great 2 cents.
It's a 2 cents that are really wheat pennies, so you pick them up in the street. Not just random cents that you just walk past.
Right.
It's worth something more than it is. Another highly esteemed rabbi in Chavetz Chaim, looking like POTUS.
You see Dahari making sure to pay his dues, but those 2 cents, like you were saying, I would say with inflation, they're closer to 5 cents.
And the whistle silences the crowd.
Comes in Dahari to Dahari. Wow, going straight up by Fromm, but Dahari back at it. He's gonna look to convert that and one. Everybody hyped up. 44-26. The championship game. YFR looking to extend the lead to 20 points. It's just kind of embarrassing to say, from the YFR side. This is the second year in a row that, they look dominant and like they deserve to be in the finals. And then they came and they just, they wilted. Oh, Dahari looking to make it 20 points, unable because of a violation. But this is the second year in a row. Obviously, a lot of time left. But it's a big hole to climb out of, and it looks like the second year in a row.
Another blocked three. And a great move by Dahari as he stares him down after.
Dahari, he's in free real estate right now. He's in their heads. He's just having fun out there. He's playing with Fromm like a rag doll. Taserstein, that was not great. Goes it over to Dahari. Oh, nice little nifty pass. But a 3-second call.
Look at this replay.
Oh, block.
I'll show it to you after. Not enough time.
Wisnicki gets over to Buskila. Buskila drives middle of the paint. Euro hanging throw. Oh, wow. That was a nice shot. Have you sensed the theme? Because I certainly have. Every time YFR tries getting closer to the basket, they get good looks and they score. As Guggenheim launches, unable to finish. Foul on Taserstein. 16-point lead, 11:30 to go. For YFR, every time they get closer to the paint, that's when the best shots are generated. When they're just settling for three-pointers, they got their shots blocked, and nothing's been happening so far for them on the offensive side of the ball. We said they live and die by the three, and right now, they're certainly dying by the three. Their demise is imminent if they keep on playing like this. A foul with Snicky. You know, we haven't seen with Snicky been aggressive, but Buskila lately realized that somebody has to do something. And right now, it looks like he's going to be the guy. That's into the corner. With Snicky going to dribble out of it. He holds it to Hari on floater. Another nice generated shot. But Guggenheim was on the baseline on that rebound, and it's going to reset to the inbound. Snicky got sent into the corner. Hermes back to Snicky, mid-range jump shot. That was a good shot. 24-30. A little bit of offensive consistency in these last couple of plays. Let's see if Guggenheim can get back into his bag and own like he has.
Oh, not there. Gets it back, and whoa! Guggenheim! Not a man to reckon with. Wow! Wow! Unbelievable. That is one word if you want to define Guggenheim. Say it one more time.
Certainly right now, he is unbelievable.
Wow.
Smeal. Stat check. Guggenheim. Guggenheim. Oh, unable to add another point. Can't add his stats there. It's Snicky down the heart of the paint. Looks like there was a little bit of contact, but it wasn't called. Jump ball. Let's see what happens. 18 points.
One more shot. Hopefully brings up to 20.
Out to
That was Dahari. Dahari with 18. Let's get Guggenheim.
Wow. Wiggles it up and in. Every time they get closer to the paint, they get buckets. Every time they just settle on the three-point line, they get exposed.
Guggenheim was at 19 points. Now it's a layup, making it 21, breaking the 20-point barrier.
You're kidding.
Putting the and one shot.
This is unbelievable. This is crazy. Guggenheim's in his zone right now.
Either he had a really good night's sleep last night, or LeBron James just entered his body and is playing for him, because he is playing outstanding basketball right now.
Yeah, it's like thunderstruck. Maybe he's wearing Kevin Durant's shoes.
We can make a Space Jam movie out of him right now.
Yeah, he's really playing on that level. Three goes up, no good. Alba gets the rebound, ripped away from him. And Dahari's just doing whatever he wants. He's just been unstoppable. That 1-2 punch of him and Guggenheim. Dahari for three. Oh.
Almost. No, that was a great. Oh wow, he brings it back, rips it out.
Oh, blocked by Fromm. The Snicky gonna run out. One-on-one with Dahari. Oh, tough finish by the Snicky.
No foul called. Not enough contact. The Snicky trying to steal it back. And the possession continues.
This 1-2 punch has been a tag team of Roman Reigns and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. They've been unstoppable. Nobody's been able to get in their way.
Oh, that would have been cold. He just got an offensive rebound and he scores.
Sultan just gets the rebound, pivots, and he's right at the hoop. Such a big body, clearing out a lot of space. Hermes back to his Snicky. Thought about the three. Guggenheim keeping his hand up, fundamental defense. Couple jabs. Wow.
Good ball, great defense.
Just keeping his hand on the ball, staying straight up, and doing what you gotta do as a defender. Finkelstein gonna check out for jabs. Right now, a 17-point lead. Klovitskheim looking to make it 20 again.
There's 7:30 left on the clock, 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Guggenheim dribbling up top. Gets down low to the paint.
Oh my God, I'm gonna quit my job. This is crazy.
I don't know why that has to do with you quitting your job.
I don't either, but this is mind-boggling.
This is the best offensive output I've seen in a long time, reminding us of some greats. I'm at a loss for words.
You know, he's
Boogie's playing like you and JJ trash talk here.
Dahari into the middle of the paint. No good. With Snicky gonna look to run. He's got Buskila running with him. Oh, good fundamental basketball. Unable to finish, but he's gonna go to the line for two.
You know, if I'm a relative of Guggenheim in any way and I'm watching the live stream right now, I'm smiling so. What's the call right now? 30-second timeout. I'm just saying, I'm so happy for him right now.
He's playing amazing.
You know, and if I am a relative of him, I'm sending this live stream out to other relatives so they can watch Guggenheim put
This
on
is
show.
on the family chat. And it's an honor to be on that family chat right now, let me tell you. Because he certainly deserves that attention. You know, he's going to be known around the community now. being a Jewish home, most probably, the odds in Vegas are stacked in favor of him right now because he's just been playing out of his mind. I want to shout out Gershon Pago, specifically asked for a shout out. He's watching right now, even though school's not even in the league, so I want to shout out to him. What is Yaakov Weinstock saying in the comments?
Is it a thing the May 9th graders automatically make JV next year?
Actually, no.
Not as of this year.
Also, I don't know why you're asking that on the Chofetz Chaim YFR game, but we appreciate you watching in general. No, I think he's actually watched every single. Mind if I take a fly, by the way? Let me just say this bracha for. I don't think you're allowed to say amen for a bracha over the mic, but they're not mine. They're JJ's. I don't know. I'm about to tell you. I'm assuming they're delicious. They're nice. Muskila, unable to get the 3 out. You know what the issue is? You didn't take the cover off the French fries quick enough, and they got soggy. But they taste good. Cooking on, you're gonna take it up. Dahari telling him to slow it down. Oh, he gets into the middle, gets it out to Dahari. Dahari facing one-on-one with Muskila. He's gonna look to make a move, pulls it out, gets it over to his point guard. Cooking on, gonna look to reset. Gets his left side into Sultan. Good defense. But he is there for the putback.
You know what I've noticed? No 3-second calls this game.
There was one by Taser.
There was? Okay, there was one call.
Strong for 3.
He gets it to fall. It might be too late though, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, but it's not really his game shooting 3s. But somebody's got to do something for them right now. And he's, he called his own number, which is 24, by the way. With Snicky, Guggenheim shakes him there. Middle of the paint over to his big man Sultan. That's Fromm in the air, and that was just fundamental basketball.
He had 2 options. He could have shot it, it would have went in, or he could have passed it to the open man, and he chose to pass it, putting some more assists up for him, trying to get a triple-double out here.
Yeah, showing that he's a team player, not just looking to score every play. Even though I think he's earned the right to shoot every play with the way he's been scoring. With Snicky, gets the 3 up. Oh, a bad air ball. This has been that night for YFR. 19-point lead.
Visibly upset at himself and his teammates as he really held himself higher this game. YFR, they really want this trophy. They need more trophies in their trophy case. They won't be tonight though. Jablonski can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. That was Virtualizer. My bad. Virtualizer. Great player on this team. Oh my gosh, crossed up with the handles.
Swallowed by Adler. He just swallowed that shot. With Snicky running behind the back play. What a highlight and one. Unbelievable sequence. If anything's going to get this team hyped up, it's that. Although it might be too little, too late. But that was a great play. From the block from Adler, a monstrous block. The fast break by Snicky. Behind the back pass and one by Muskila. Let's see that replay
on that.
The block.
Wow, what a block.
He just climbed the ladder there. The Snicky looks to take it up.
Behind the back pass, looking like a mellow ball.
Wow. That was like the 80s Showtime Lakers. Unbelievable. Magic Johnson. Ryan Scott. Or someone. The gym buzzing after that sequence. Just the only issue is under 5 minutes to play. Might not be enough time to score 17 more points. They haven't had that offensive fluidity all night, but they're going to need to do a lot and make this a jam-packed 5 minutes, the craziest 5 minutes of basketball they've ever played in their lives. Although we have seen crazier. We've seen the Tracy McGrady's, the Reggie Millers of the world.
Luka Doncic,
yeah. So you're gonna, obviously it's possible, but the odds are stacked against the Falcons. As they're looking like the second half of the Super Bowl Falcons a couple years ago. Dahari gonna take it up, gets it over to Guggenheim. YFR's been trying to force him to his left hand, but it hasn't been working. He's been scoring at will all night long. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Looks like Clemens Times, they're not even looking to shoot right now. Dahari into the paint, no good. But, they recover the rebound. They're looking like the second half of that Falcons team as they just let up a lot of points.
Talking about the Falcons, I saw a video someone uploaded. If the Falcons would have need the ball every play from the half, would they win? And he put into a video game, and then ended up into Madden, and ended up winning by kneeling every single play from halftime. So if I'm Clemens Chaim, I'm going on the breaks right now. Don't look to score, but look to dribble the timeout because you have that.
Well, he did not agree with you right there.
I mean, at this point, they're still going to win, score or not.
21 points.
Now they're just stat building at this point. It's not fair.
Stuffing the stat sheet, if you will. I think we're going to get to see all the players that, aren't used to seeing a lot of time on the floor. Shannon and Felder are going to check in. It's been a great season for both sides, not the way YFR wanted it to end. Maybe I shouldn't write them off. We've seen crazier things. As Busquilo misses. But, at least you see that the Falcons aren't giving up. Whoa! It's been that kind of night.
You didn't see it on the live. Ball just hit a half-court
shot.
I couldn't get it in time.
Oh, no.
Wow, just put up a half-court shot and drilled it.
It was past half court. That was
white line.
That was unbelievable.
I did not get that. It was wrong there.
Jay, you know what? You missed that great. I bet you Dahari's going to go back after the game to look for. He's going to want to save that highlight as his camera roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, man, you're playing great. You didn't get that shot. It's all good.
We should throw out a disclaimer in the description of the game.
We're not responsible.
If you're Aviad Dahari, we did not get your half-court shot, so don't bother looking for it. He's gonna be looking. I thought it was here. Oh no, I must have passed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go back. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was around here.
Stay tuned. There are 3 minutes left of the game.
Yeah.
But we do have the trophy presentation.
All right. Stay tuned for that. We're not going anywhere. For those wondering at home, it is 6:52 p.m., which is a good time if you ask me. Dahari can give it over to Guggenheim.
What?
Guggenheim's got Shin. Sit in.
Whatever. Oh, wow, look at these dribble moves. He's just placing for the crowd. And the whistle.
What was the call?
I think it was a 5-second call.
On who?
On holding the ball for too long.
Oh.
I don't know that was a call. In this league,
it could have been because usually you're trying to make a dribble move. So even if you end up dribbling for so long, it's got an intention. That time he's just, trying to make Shannon look foolish. And it ended up, coming back to bite him. He gets right past him, kicks it out to, a small forward Dahari. Busquilo comes right out on him. Guggenheim's going to look to take it out. Oh, loses the ball for a second, unable to save it. At least Felder's happy he had an impact on that play. Busquilo's going to look to give it to Wisnicki. Under 2 minutes to go. He's got three up. Nope, no good.
I think forcing shots here. Yeah. I think the game is over.
I think they're shooting maybe 7% from the 3-point line. Behind the back, Euro, Verschleiser. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any bench players in. Oh, here we go for the Falcons. As Dahari just snags the ball, and he's going to take the layup. Oh, he missed it. That's embarrassing. Felder for three. Oh, they've traveled. That's the three up and drills it.
What an upsetting night for the Falcons.
Yeah. Although that shot by Felder looked nice, I'm not going to lie. Dahari powers his way in, gets it to the corner. Dahari gets the floater to fall, and a nice balanced scoring output from everybody. They're going to dribble the clock out. Oh, timeout for the Falcons. You hear Clemens Chaim wants their bench clear, they want jabs. I'm surprised we haven't seen it so far. 21 seconds to go in the game. Applause from the Clemens Chaim side. to the Cavaliers who've been riding on their stallion hard tonight, you know? That white horse has never been prouder.
You know, this YFR team, you know, they're going to be there for each other. They are great teammates. Tonight it didn't plan out. It didn't work out the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, it's upsetting to see. But it happens. It definitely happens.
This is crazy. This is the second year in a row that a YFR JV team got blown out in the championship. Last year they went undefeated, looked like the clear favorites, and YDE just, you know, played them out of the building.
Jablonski is off the bench, everyone. That's what the crowd wanted. That's what they got.
What do we got? We got two Daharis. We got a big lineup over here.
Two Daharis, a Taser Steve, and a Jablonski.
Sultan.
And a Sultan.
And yeah, those are Lawrence people. I'm surprised they're not giving Big Dahari a little bit of a break. I'm sorry, I thought there was 21 seconds left. It's closer to 40 now. Felder in the middle of the paint. Jakobowicz.
Almost gets it to go.
Dahari's got Miller on him. Ooh, playing tight defense. He's wearing pants. That's an interesting. Jabs, back women out. Stolen by Felder. He slows it down. Oh, here's Dahari reaching. Gets it over to
seconds
Stein.
left of the game.
Stein for three. No good. Rebound bobbled up by Sultan. Guy's going to take it to the front court.
And this is the NBA.
No! There's a shot. Wow. That is an unwritten rule of basketball.
What a finals to be at.
Yours.
Time.
Finally.
For the NBA championship.
Bobby is not going to be happy about that. Wow, the Clemens Live Cavaliers with the big win.
68 to 44.
It wasn't even close. YFR fighting from behind since the early first half. And we're going to catch up with Guggenheim. Let's find out how many points he has before we talk to him. Shmuel, how many points does Mr. Guggenheim have? Can we count that? We're here with Shmuel Weiss, everybody. Thank you, Shmuel Weiss, for all you've done all year.
Outstanding season. Stat keeper.
26.
26 points.
All right, we're going to catch up with Akiva Guggenheim right now.
Akiva, do you know how many points you had tonight?
No, I do not.
Take a guess.
20.
Unbelievable game. Starting point guard, 26-point outing for Akiva Guggenheim. What inspired you tonight? Under all the lights, the heavy pressure, and you just showed out in the finals.
I got to support my yeshiva over here. Chofetz Chaim, a great yeshiva. And my team played great all around. And family. And we played great all around the team.
You guys played great. Love to see it. Big contributions from Dahari and the rest of the team. Congratulations on the championship. Go get your trophies.
He's in the hospital right now. And
shout out Ezra Braun, big part of the team all year. And, they won this one for him, some might say. So Akiva, let's go get your trophies.
This team is ecstatic here tonight.
Your final score is 68-44, a 24-point win.
They can't wait to lift up the trophies here tonight.
Unbelievable play.
Simcha Klein, bro. Get ready. Get ready for
Joseph
Simcha.
Robinson has been brainwashed.
Get ready for Simcha.
See them lining up for their trophies. But more important than the personal
Let's get
trophies.
the Daharis over here.
Get ready for Simcha. That's all I
Sharing a
got.
beautiful moment. Now we'll give them a second.
Yo, this kid, number 6.
Now, JJ, more important than the personal trophies, of course, the team trophy. The big one that's going to be displayed in the trophy case. I don't know if they have one in Chofetz Chaim, but they're going to have to make one after that game.
What an unbelievable turn of events here tonight. They really showed their dominance in this league's infrastructure, really putting a dagger into tonight, 68-44.
Oh, can I say something?
Please do.
This JV
That's
season,
why you're here.
Yeah, it's true. This JV season, obviously, not needed to be said, was amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
Let's have a word with the coach.
Well, let him right after here. Over to Rabbi Bennett for the trophy ceremony.
Yes, Lord. Firstly, we want to thank you for our family for a great championship game. It gives me great pleasure, on behalf of Mrs. Zach Kessler, CCF Basketball Association, to award the 2022-2023 JV Championship Trophy to Elizabeth Lipschitz and the Clemens High Cavs! All right, guys, let's get a picture in the middle of the court. Right over here, picture in the middle of the court.
Really inspirational story for this Covets Time team, only joining last year. And they've already made their way in the history books.
Wow, this whole team, you know, some teams have bench players and everything. You're a diamond.
I think I get the honor. Honestly, it's a pleasure. I might not be able to get to the Jewish home tonight, but you know, these guys sure deserved it.
Corporate sponsor.
You got it? All right. You know, JJ is actually a professional photographer. He's been part of it. Look at the team smiling. Really momentous moment for the school. What a season, JJ. Jay, it's been a pleasure.
Let's get a word. I want to get a word with the Hari's dad. It's a heckler in the crowd, you might say. Let's see how
One
proud he
more
is.
picture. Let's get JJ back on the camera.
Mr. Dahari, we got a word with you.
Okay.
How proud of you are you of your sons really showing their dominance today?
I'm proud of the team. They play defense amazing. That's what won. The defense won.
Wow.
I love it. That's all it is. They play as a team, and that's the result.
You heard that. Not just
You're
one
the first.
player, not just two players, but the whole team.
You know, that's why the whole team's smiling from ear to ear here at the center court logo. What a season from the whole, everybody involved in this league, but especially the Covets Cavaliers team.
Wow, look at this team. Not the biggest team, but the most efficient and the best team as they come out with the victory here in a not so close matchup. Look at that.
Want to shout out Ezra Braun. Unfortunately, he was unable to be here tonight, but his team's celebrating, and they surely had him in mind. They played inspired basketball tonight. JJ, it's been an honor doing this season with you. Now, if you want to tune in for the varsity season, 10 teams in the season in the league this year, and you know, tune in for the Covets Cavaliers, for the Eagles, for everybody involved in that league. Coming after winter break, it's me for the last time in this JV season. Yehuda Diamond, JJ Ostroff. JJ,
You know, it's been a great night. It's been a pleasure this whole JV season.